This tutorial is going to be about solving equations with an x on both sides. So to solve this equation you have 5x minus 4 on the left hand side and 3x plus 20 on the right hand side. Now there's different ways of solving equations and I'm going to show you one way now. First of all, what you want to do is want to get all the x's onto one side. So you could take away the 3x from this side, and if you take away 3x from one side you have to do exactly the same to the other side. Now there's no point in writing the 3x underneath this 4 here because you're going to take the 3x away from this 5x. So we've taken away 3x from both sides and we're left with 5x take away 3x is 2x. Then that just remains the same as minus 4, so that's the left hand side sorted out. And on the other side you've got 3x take away 3x is 0, and you've just got remaining plus 20, but you just need to write down 20 there. Okay, and then to finish off this now we want to get the 2x's on its own, so to remove this minus 4, the opposite of minus 4 is plus 4. So we could add 4 onto both sides. So again, you've added 4 onto the left hand side, and whatever you do to one side you must do exactly the same to the other side. So we've got 20 plus 4 and we've got minus 4 plus 4. So again, 2x remains the same. Minus 4 plus 4 is 0, so that is now gone. That equals 20 plus the 4, which is 24. And then to finish that off, this means 2 times x, so the opposite of multiplying by 2 is dividing by 2. So we do 24 divided by 2, and that's going to give you x is going to equal 12. Okay, so that's one way of solving it. Another way of doing it is by swapping sides, swapping signs. Now the way this works is, let's use that pen, is we're going to get all the x's onto one side. So what we could say is this 3x here, the opposite of plus 3x, oops, that's the wrong one, didn't want to do that. The opposite of that 3x there is going to be minus 3x, so when you bring it onto the other side it's going to become a minus 3x. So when you rewrite out that expression again, you can write down 5x, but we're going to bring that 3x onto the other side, and I'm going to put it beside the other 5x because it will be easier to take it away then. So it becomes a take away 3x. Now it's not a takeaway because of that takeaway, it's a takeaway because this was a plus there. It's a plus 3x. So when you bring a plus 3x onto the other side, it becomes a minus 3x. And then you've got your takeaway 4 remains there, and that equals, now that 3x is gone now because we brought it onto the other side. You swap sides, swap signs, and that still equals 20. And now let's just tie this up. So 5x take away 3x is 2x, minus 4 equals 20. Right, next what you've got to do is, again, we want to put this minus 4 onto the other side. You want to get the 2x on its own. So this minus 4, I'm going to swap sides, swap signs, I'm going to bring it over onto this side. So minus 4 will become a plus 4. So you'll end up with that. 2x will be on its own now. The 4 has gone onto the other side, so it becomes a plus 4. And just to tidy that up again, so 2x is going to equal 24, and therefore, again, just to finish it off, the opposite of multiplying by 2 is dividing by 2, so it's 24 divided by 2, which means x equals 12. So two different ways of solving it, one using swapping sides, swapping signs, and the other one where whatever you do to one side you do exactly the same to the other side. I've got one more question here. Just going to change this a little bit. Let's make that there 3 let's make that minus 18, and let's make that a 7, and let's make that a 3. Okay, right, so we're going to try and solve this equation, and again I'll just do it one method. I'll use the first method, where whatever you do to one side you do to the other side. So here I'm going to take away, oh sorry, I want to get all the x's onto one side, so I could take away 7x, and if I take away 7x from this side I'll end up with a minus number, so that's best if you always take away the smallest number of x's. So here I'm going to take away 3x, and I've got to do exactly the same to the other side. So I've taken away 3x from both sides. 3x take away 3x is 0, so you end up with minus 18 equals 7x take away 3x is 4x minus 3. Now and normally it's best to have the x's on the left hand side because it helps solving it. So to solve this, so to switch this around, we'll put all of the right hand side on the left hand side, and we'll put all of the left hand side onto the right hand side. Okay, now again you could continue solving it like this if you wanted to, but it's just normally it's better to have the x's on the left hand side. So now we want to get this 4x on its own, so the minus 3 has got to disappear, so the opposite of taking away 3 is adding on 3. So again we add 3 onto both sides, and that is now going to give us 4x. The minus 3 plus 3 disappears, so we don't need to add anything onto the 4x, so it's just 4x on its own, and that equals minus 18 plus 3 is going to give you minus 15. And now 4x's is minus 15. The opposite of multiplying by 4 is dividing by 4. So you're going to end up with minus 15 divided by 4. And just to leave that as a fraction, you can see how many 4s go into 15 is 3. And there is 3 remainder, so it's 3/4 remainder. And remember, that's a negative there. Okay, so there you go, that's that equation solved.